What up, YouTube? T Movies here. Now, this past week I've been talking about, the movies of each decade. Did 2010, 2011, 12, 13, 14, and now today I'm going to talk about the movies of 2015. 2015 had some really solid films that came out that year, and so with that being said, here's my 10 favorite movies of 2015. All right, coming in at number 10, it is Spotlight. Now, most people probably have this a little higher in their list. I mean, I like Spotlight, but I didn't really love it as most people did, but it's still terrific. I mean, granted, I still didn't think this movie should win Best Picture, but no complaint because the movie was still good, so, I mean, yeah, but, anyway, Spotlight was, I know it was fantastic. It stars the movie had, really great cast. Like, you had Mark Ruffalo, Rachel McAdams, you had Leah Schreiber, Micah Keaton was in this. I mean, it is, of course, it takes place in 2001, and it's about about editor Marty Baron, who's the editor of the Boston Globe, and he assigns a team of journalists to investigate the allegations against John Yelgin, who's of course the priest, the unfragged priest, accused of molesting 80 boys. And it is also led by editor Robbie Robinson, played wonderfully by Micah Keaton. You got Mark Ruffalo as one of the reporters, Michael Bernardes. You also had Rachel McAdams, John Salary. You got some great players in this. Really terrific. I mean, it is really hard to watch. I mean, there's nothing in it that, like, they don't show anything graphic or anything, but just talk about what, like, like a priest who does that to kids. That's wrong right there. But still, it's really terrific. It did win an Oscar and all, but it's still a good movie. I just didn't think it should have won Best Picture, but that doesn't take away of how great this movie is. I mean, yeah, if you guys never really seen Spotlight, I'll say give it a go. Alright, coming in at coming in at number 9, it is Mistress America. Now, director Noah Baumbach is getting loads of Oscar buzz for his new movie Marriage Story, which is out now on Netflix, which I still not see. But anyway, Mistress America is it's probably one of my favorite movies of his. To be honest, I mean, Baumbach's directed loads of great stuff, whether it's the Squid and the Whale or Francis Ha, but this is probably my favorite movie he's directed. And it stars Lola Kirk. You also had Greg Gerwig, who actually plays a stepsister in this movie, and it takes place in New York City, which I think Noah Baumbach's from here, because he does a lot of movies that's set in New York City. I mean, his new movie Marriage Story takes place here, but anyway, yeah, Mistress America is terrific. It's a very original script. I mean, Noah Baumbach always does original concept. I don't really remember any movies he did where he adapted. But anyway, Mistress America it's really funny. It is quirky, really terrific little film. It has lots of heart to it. I mean, if you guys ever seen Mistress America, give it a go. Really amazing little film. All right, coming in at number 8, it is Dope. Now, this movie lives by a name because the movie is really dope. It stars Shamik Moore, who later on would go on to being in that Wu-Tang miniseries. He recently voiced Spider-Man in Into the Spider-Verse. Really cool. I think I'm a pretty cool actor there. Anyway, uh, yeah, Shamik Moore plays this high school senior named Malcolm, and he does have a anyway, and Him and his friends here, Jib, played by Tony Rowe, and Diggy, played by Kirstie Clemens, all bond over a nice hip hop culture, and they also study and play music, and they also have their own punk band, and they end up encountering this drug dealer named Dom, and it lands Malcolm and his friends at the dealer's nightclub birthday party, and when the scene ends up getting violent. They end up playing with the XC that Dom ends up hitting in Malcolm's backpack. So you got like drug dealers on their trail. Lots of violence occur. It is really it gets pretty insane, but it is hilarious. You also had Amada Chanel Amada's in this. You also had Quincy from that show Stars in this. You also had Rick Fox, Lakeith Stanfield. Also, you know who else actually surprised me in this? That's actually ASAP Rocky and Tyga. I mean, I've been doing now granted they weren't like great actors or anything, but they actually really surprised me of how good they were actually in this movie. And I mean, I haven't really been a fan of Tyga's music, but he was actually, like I said, he was pretty decent in this. Granted, he did not have much screen time because in the beginning, I'm not going to go into details, but if you see the movie, you understand why Tyga didn't have any screen time. But yeah, Dope is, well, dope. Alright. Coming in at number 7, it is Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. Now, this movie is probably another one of the best coming-of-age movies in recent years. It stars, the film stars Thomas Mann, who plays this awkward, high school senior named Greg Gaines, who it's all about like making movies and all, and he ends up spending time with this girl named Rachel, who he hasn't like spoken since kindergarten. But he ends up finding out that Rachel has been diagnosed with cancer. So him and his best friend, played by R.J. Collar, tries to make her like a last days best as possible. And it's really terrific. It is touching, very heartfelt. Thomas Mann was great. You also had some other great players like John Bertha played Greg's teacher in this. You also had Molly Shannon, Connie Brin. Really great supporting players. Like if you guys ever seen Me or on the Dying Girl yet, it's really terrific. All right. Coming in at number 6, it is Creed. Now, it stars Michael B. Jordan as Adonis Creed, who of course is the son of Apollo Creed, and you have Sylvester Stallone's Rocky, who ends up becoming like his trainer, and Rocky also in this ends up being sick, so there's that too. Creed is terrific. It is really loads of fun. A great, really cool boxing scenes. Michael B. Jordan was terrific. I mean, Sylvester Stallone actually ended up scoring an Oscar nomination. All due respect to Mark Rylance, how on earth did Stallone not win his Oscar is beyond me, but anyway, the movie also had Tessa Thompson. It was directed by Ryan Coogler, who ended up following this off with Black Panther, also with Michael B. Jordan. I mean, what not to love about Creed? It is terrific. If you guys haven't seen Creed yet, give it a go. And Part 2 is also good too. But the first Creed is terrific. Real guys. Alright. Coming in at number 5, it is The Martian. Now, according to the Golden Globes, this was one of the funniest movies of the year got released. Because it won Best Comedy at the Golden Globes, which, oh boy. Anyway. Now, The Martian is amazing. Directed by Ridley Scott. I mean, I was surprised at how good this movie was. Because Ridley Scott had a few loads of not so great movies before this film got released, and this movie blew me out of the water. It was terrific. Like, it's not a comedy, but I guess it does have some funny parts in it. Of course, it's about this astronaut, Mark Roddy, who ends up becoming presuming dead, but he ends up being mainly stranded in outer space, and it's up to these fellow NASA astronauts who try to bring him home, because Matt Damon always has a habit of being in a movie where someone has to try to save him. So yeah, and it has a great cast. I mean, it's based on a book. Its cast includes Kristen Wiig, Jessica Chastain. You also had Michael Pena was in this. You had who else was in this? You had Sebastian Stan, Kate Mara. I mean, list goes on and on. Really great cast. If you guys ever seen The Martian, check it out. Really terrific film. Alright, coming in at number 4 is a movie that showed won Best Picture. I'm sorry, this movie was the best movie that got nominated for Best Picture. And that goes to Room. Room is not the Room. Let me be pretty clear. Not the Room. Just Room. Anyway, this movie is a really highly suspenseful and emotional film. It's about this young mother named Ma, played wonderfully by Brie Larson, who ended up winning her Oscar for this, well-deserved Oscar win. And her 5-year-old son Jack, played wonderfully by Jacob Tremblay in his breakout role. And they end up being held captive for years and years until Jack ends up able to escape, and he never really seen the outside world. So I guess you could say it's like a fish out of water scenario. And oh man, this movie is magnificent. Great performances by Brie Larson. Jacob Tremblay is literally become one of my favorite actors. Like, since then, he's been in he starred in Wonder. He was in The Predator. Most recent Good Boys he was great in. This is a remarkable film. I mean, it has loads of emotion. It's very with emotion. Great performances. I mean, you also had Joan Allen was in this. William H. Macy, Sean Bridgers. Great cast. Based on a book. Directed by Lenny Aberson. Great film. Definitely go check out Room if you guys haven't seen that. And remember, it's Room, not The Room. That's a totally different movie. Alright, coming in at number 3, it is another hip-hop based movie. Wait, a lot of movies that was hip-hop based that got released that year. Like, we also had Chirac in 2015. I mean, 2015 was an interesting year for hip-hop based movies. Anyway, number 3 goes to Straight Outta Compton. Of course, it's a movie about the infamous rap group NWA. You've got Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson Jr., who played the role of Ice Cube. Corey Hawkins was Dr. Dre. You had Jason Mitchell, who did a wonderful job at playing Eazy-E. He should have gotten an Oscar nomination for this, by the way. Anyway, Straight Outta Compton is magnificent. Great. They all really embody the role of NWA. I mean, even if you're not a fan of NWA, you'll actually still enjoy this movie. Like, it is more about it's loads about their lives. I mean, how they formed the band, and of course, when the movie took place, was lots of they all dealt with racism and all that. You have Paul Giamatti as our manager. Lakeith Stanfield was Snoop Dogg. That was pretty cool. I mean, Straight Outta Compton is great. And great song too. But the movie Straight Outta Compton is definitely terrific. Go check it out if you guys haven't seen it. Alright. Coming in at number 2, it is Avengers Age of Ultron. It was a bit step down from the first Avengers. I would admit that up front. It wasn't as good as the first Avengers was. It's still remarkable. You had James Spader as Ultron, and James Spader as Ultron was great. You had Aaron Taylor Johnson as a Quicksilver, Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch. You had Paul Bettany making his debut as Vision. That was pretty cool. Age of Ultron is I really got kicked out of it. It's fun, entertaining. Probably one of the best opening scenes to a Marvel film. It's a fight scene. I mean, really cool scene there. Yeah, this movie it's loads of fun to watch. I mean, if you guys haven't seen Age of Ultron yet, like I said, it's not as good as the first Avengers. It is a bit of a step down from it. I mean, even people who love the movie will also tell you that that's good, but it's not as good as the first Avengers. It's still really great. I mean, I really got kicked out of Age of Ultron. And funny, when I talk about the MCU movies, I barely add Age of Ultron on the list, because I still prefer Avengers, Infinity War, Endgame slightly over this. But yeah, Age of Ultron is still pretty good. Alright. And what? I'm still wondering if we're ever going to see Ultron again, by the way. I mean, it's so weird we haven't really seen Ultron in the last Avengers. I mean, maybe on Disney Plus, whatever. Who knows? Anyway, my number one favorite movie of 2015 might actually surprise a lot of people. It's not Mad Max Fury Road, because I know a lot of people watch this, they'll be like, oh, his Mad Max is his number one. I like Mad Max, don't get me wrong. It's not my favorite movie of the year. It's a good film, cool action, but I actually prefer this movie slightly over Fury Road. I'm sorry, my Fury Road fans, but anyway, my number one favorite. Alright. Really? Anyway, my number one favorite movie of 2015 goes to Jurassic World. This was actually the movie that really I had the most fun with of that year. It was really cool to see dinos back on the big screen. You had Chris Pratt, Contra direct this. A really cool action sequence. I mean, great dino fights. Cool ends, like cool final act. I really got a kick out of Jurassic World. I know that's unpopular to say because there's people who like Jurassic World, and then there's also another group who trash on it. But I really got a kick out of it. It was just fun, entertaining. Vincent D'Onofrio as a bad guy was pretty cool. Nick Robinson was great. Ty Simpkins was pretty cool in this. You also had Judy Greer. Cool violence scenes. I mean, what not to love about Jurassic World? It's really fun. I mean, is it as good as Jurassic Park? Of course not. It's nowhere as good as Jurassic Park. But it's still fun, entertaining, and I really got a kick out of it. So that's why it's my favorite movie of that year. Now, I meant Fallen Kingdom was a bit step down from the first Jurassic World, but I still got a kick out of Fallen Kingdom, and I cannot wait for the next one to get released. We, of course, got to wait till 2 more years for it, but hopefully the wait will be worth it. Anyway, that will be it. Let me do the quick rundown. Alright, 10, Spotlight. 9, Mission America. 8, Dope. 7, Me, Earl, and the Dying Girl. 6, Creed. 4, The Martian. 5, The Martian, my bad. 4, Root. 3, Straight Outta Compton. 2, Avengers Age of Ultron. And 1 is Jurassic World. Now, there's loads of other movies in 2015 I could have added. The Big Short is great. Of course, there's Mad Max Fury Road. What else got released that year? Paper Town is really great. I really got a kick out of that.
Once you get in the mood, you're done. It's a lose-lose.
Definitely not Seven. Bridge of Spies was okay. Sicario, Black Mass, Carol. There was also Brooklyn with Saoirse Ronan. That was okay. I could go on and on, but my computer's about to die. So, yeah. Not to mention Ant-Man got released that year. There was also Fantastic Four, but we don't talk about that. Some really cool films for that year. But anyway, let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your favorite movies of 2015? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here, C Movie signing off.